If you want to learn how to start and scale a profitable business in 2026, you found the right video. We're going to go through it today because I did it. I literally did it in July of 2025. I know it's definitely not 2026, but what is that, like 5-6 months ago? I launched this business, got it officially up and running. We're doing $125K a month in revenue right now. About 70K of that is in autopays, which is fucking metal. So we're going to go into how I did it. I'm going to teach you what you could do. And I'm even going to give you guys another freebie at the very end. That's how you can figure out, oh, I can do this with zero upfront cost and start making money today. Let's jump right in. So this is why most businesses fail. The amount of business owners I know, or not even business owners, but people who've wanted to be business owners. And I've been like, oh, what have you done? And they're like, oh, I started an LLC. Cool. Did that do anything for your business? No, it's useless. When it comes to being a business owner, I think the number one thing you should do is figure out what is the demand in the market. And if you can validate that demand and then serve it, you'll start making money. For me, I found a demand for making content. A lot of people want to make content because it's a huge ROI. You make a lot of money. I'm able to charge an arbitrage of, you pay me $2K a month, but you'll make 10. That's why I have a business. Like, that is the core reason why. Here's another note. People don't work with me who has smaller sales. Like, I'll work with real estate agents who make, 20 grand on a sale because it makes sense. It makes sense for them. So when you're working on a business model, don't do something that's selling to, don't sell to poor people. They're not going to pay well. So this is the first thing we're going to learn today is, all right, when I want to sell something, when I want to make a product, it needs to be something that people, A, have money to pay for, and B, there is a demand in the market for that product. So with what I just said, these are reasons why you shouldn't start a business. You should not start a business if you're just in it for the money. You should not start a business if you don't have a big driving factor. Honestly, the most successful people I know have had some really rough things happen to them, and it has driven them to crazy things. I don't know a lot of successful people that aren't kind of like a tortured soul in an extent. Like, they're just super happy all the time and life's great. Like, there is that like kind of chip on their shoulder. It's a good motivating factor. Like, it gets you going. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't start a business if your life's great, but I'm saying that you now getting into business means that you need to take the mentality of like, this is do or die. Like, I need to make this work or else, like, guaranteed. And at the same time, here's the dichotomy of that. I need to make this work. And if it doesn't work, it's going to be okay. Because if you can have both mindsets exist at the exact same time, you'll be able to make decisions from a place of logistical, just logistical objectivity. That you're not like in a scarcity mindset, you try to stay in an abundance mindset, and you can make decisions in the right way. Because a lot of being a business owner is just making the right decisions. Like that's it. If you can make the right decisions over and over again, you will keep scaling and growing your business. Now, one of the number one things I'd probably tell you guys to do is that you need to sell before you start doing all this back end stuff. Like, you need to test the market, you need to validate, you need to learn your audience before anything else. For me, it was selling my social media management, selling my podcast memberships, doing this right away and being like, oh, okay, these are things that break. Like, sometimes footage gets lost, sometimes things get corrupted, sometimes something fails, sometimes something breaks. How do I bypass this? How do I make sure this doesn't happen again? Those were all of the learning blocks. If I kept trying to be like, all right, let me make sure everything's perfect first, maybe I would have had less flaws, but I definitely wouldn't have learned as fast. So the more you fail, when you start your business, the more you fall on your face, the faster you're going to learn. I mean, actually, the most successful people have fallen on their face more than you, and that's why they're successful. Now, I will say, AI is huge. AI is everything nowadays. If you run a business, make sure you're using AI. For me, we use AI daily for copyright. Like, AI can't spell to save my life. Just not a skill. Never going to be good at it. It's not my thing. AI spells for me all the time. And if there's a spelling error, I blame AI because it wasn't me. I do everything through there. I also do it for my content ideation. If I'm trying to figure out scripting, ideas, if I need to, honestly, sometimes I just talk to it where I'm like, all right, I have a brain dump. I'm going to put all of my thoughts into this and we're going to figure it out. But if you're not in tune with what the newest capacity is for AI and what it's capable of, there's a lot of manual tasks you could be doing right now that you could bypass and speed up your process. So now you don't have to do this. This isn't like do this number one, but you need to get familiarized with AI and your business and figure out what the synergy is. And that could look like paying someone who knows a lot about AI. Give them $500. Be like, yo, just talk to me for an hour about, I'm gonna tell you about my business. I want you to tell me how AI could fix my business and what it could work with. Done. You're arbitraging your time because your time is very valuable. You don't want to waste it. And B, you're learning how could you speed up your system. So make sure you do that. I don't want you getting into business. I don't want you starting something with resources that you could be saving time with. If I had to write all my Instagram captions, my business would never be where it's at today. So get familiar with AI, at least ChatGPT. It's going to help you. Next up, we're going to talk about distribution. So when you're starting a business, you need to get your product out there. You need testing, you need feedback, you need everything. You need data. So distribute that data ASAP, everywhere. Get the feedback, do it now. Make the content, make the sale, make the introduction, make the networking. Every chance you get, I don't care who it is. You can talk to your grandma, tell your grandma about your business. You can talk to your friends, talk to your friends about your business. And if they say you're annoying, find new friends. You need to constantly have conversations about what you're trying to do, what it is, and you need to tell everyone about it. If you have a business that no one knows about, doesn't really matter. If you had here's a great example. McDonald's has shit food. I don't like McDonald's food. Well, actually I do when it's really late and there's nothing else to eat, but it's not my first choice by any means. They have a great model though. They have distribution. Everyone in the world knows them. So if you had a business with a mediocre product, but everyone in the world knew about you, you have a pretty dang successful business. Next up, we're gonna come about pricing. So pricing is really just a confidence game. End of the day, that's it. Your price is a direct correlation to how much confidence you have in yourself. If you wholeheartedly believe that you are worth this and you can guarantee an outcome, like there is a mathematical equation where, because I ask people this all the time. I work with other coaches to help them coach as well. And I was talking to a guy and he's like, what should I charge? I just signed him on last week. And I was like, well, you're an MD, you're a doctor, you're smart as heck, you're an executive role at a large telehealth company. I would charge a bit to be coached by you. And most coaches in the space are charging $150, $200 a month. He landed a client for $1,000 a month in the first week of working with me. Crazy ROI. He paid me, I think it was like, 10 grand for 6 months of coaching. I was like, dude, you just made back 25% of that right now. We fixed your pricing model. We got that figured out. He just didn't have the confidence. Like he was really worried about charging that much. But in our first conversation, I was like, dude, you should say a number that scares you. And if that number scares you, that's probably right. My podcast studios, I started at $100 a month for an hour in studio and I'd edit and I do a lot for my clients. That price is now, it's like $500 for the exact same product. So A, if you worked with me early, you got a great deal. And B, the fact that you could have done that from the get-go, bypass all the pain. Because I worked with a lot of customers that were annoying, very annoying, but I could have bypassed that with confidence. And there is something to be said about starting cheap to get the data, but after you get the data and the market's validated your product, ramp it up to the point where it's not these constant changes, just go for it. Be like, you know what? This actually is worth $500 a month. This is worth $1,000 a month. And the amount of people that say no will be offset by the people who say yes for your product. So next up, we have my least favorite topic, systems. I don't like them. I'm a sales guy, end of the day. I like sales and marketing. That is like my brain through and through, but I acknowledge the need for systems because my brain runs 1,000 miles a minute. 1,000 miles a minute. I have 100 ideas every single day and my team doesn't. They do not think about my business as much as I do, as much as I care about it. And that's fine. I don't expect them to. It's, their job is to do the thing. Do the thing. If I don't lay out the thing for them, well, it's my fault. If an employee messes up and there was not a system in place to fix that, that's my fault. I made the business. I hired the employee. I need to put a system in place to avoid that in the future. So what this looks like, we're recording in my studio right now. Clients come in, footage gets lost, something gets lost. How does that get fixed? A mandatory backup the second you stop filming. The second you stop filming, we back up the footage, we upload something in Drive and put it in another spare hard drive. It's not getting lost. I didn't have that system in place before. We have that system in place now. Issue's not gonna happen again. But I need to lay that clear roadmap out for them to make sure this doesn't happen. Now, this is gonna apply for you and it's gonna apply for your team. So as you start getting all this data, all these things, keep building these systems as things break. So something's gonna break, we're gonna learn from it, we're gonna implement a new system. So every error becomes a new SOP that's gonna streamline your process and probably make you more money down the road. And lastly, one of the biggest things from this video is that rich people love speed. If you're starting a business in 2026, make a product that sells to the rich and delivers fast. Our company, most agencies take like months to get footage back. I get people's footage back same day sometimes, like within 2 hours. How'd you do it so fast? I attribute a lot of my success to that. It's just the speed of responding, the speed of reply, which got me in trouble. Like, so let me share some knowledge about this. Everyone texts my phone now because they think they can. And that was good because I reply really fast. I've taught them that, but it now has taught people that I'm accessible. So note here, I built my business by replying really fast. My next level is going to look different. And that's one of the biggest things now we start about scaling. I don't know where you're at with your business journey right now, but when you scale, you're going to have to be a different person. Things are going to have to change. And the things that got you to 10, 20K a month are not going to be the same things that get you to 50 to 100K a month. That's important for you to know. And everything I said in this video is still true, but it's going to look different. Like more is going to look different. The outreach is going to look different. The conversation is going to look different. It's still the same ideology. It's still the same process, but it's going to just not be what you would expect it to be. So note that when you're moving forward. So that freebie that I talked about at the beginning of the video, that's this. So here's a business opportunity for you that you can do for free today, right now. If you have a network of business owners, or if you're just somebody who is outgoing and can network with other people, you could launch your own quote unquote funding business today by partnering with my affiliate program. So what that means, you will get a cut of whatever gets funded. So if you can fund, 10, 20, $30 million just by referring business to us, you'll make enough to probably replace your full-time job right now, depending on what your full-time job is. But I can almost guarantee that if you can fund that level of volume, you'll make enough money to have a pretty good day. What this means for you, if you don't know anybody, I can give you guys leads. We can set that up. So this is a whole business you can launch in 2026 that's perfectly packaged and handed to you on a silver platter, and you can start making money today. My first, week, we've already funded a $155K. It's not even that much of a drive right now. This is with minimal effort on my side, and me as a business owner, I'm putting more and more into it because it's that exciting. The industry's so cool, and I want everyone to be a part of it. It's that exciting. I want you guys to just dive in and start telling business owners, and you can start making money, and it funnels back into you. It's your own book of business. You own it. You're not dependent on anybody else. This is your thing. You have the power. You have the control. So if that excites you, if it excites you being your own boss, if it excites you to do your own thing, send me a DM. I love to talk to you. I'm on Instagram mainly. So if you're trying to reach out on another platform like TikTok, I'm probably not going to see it. But if you contact me on Instagram, I can almost guarantee that I'll read DM and get you set up today. As always, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the things, algorithms and stuff. I make these to make you guys more money. That's my end of the day. If you watch my content and you make more money, we're winning. So as always, see you in the next one.